it on Tea Time on Plus TV Africa. We always bring you the biggest entertainment story, and this one is on no other person than Kodak Black. Yeah, while it's sweet that Kodak Black loves his mother very much, the way he shows his affection has raised people's eyebrows. The rapper left some people cringing after a video surfaced of him inappropriately touching his mom, Marceline Octave, while dancing together. In the clip posted by Twitter user, Kodak and his mom were seen hitting the dance floor at what looks like a party. They were dancing close to each other with a tunnel vision MC placing his hand on her bottom and squeezing it. The two then broke into laughter before they continued dancing as overly affectionate Kodak appeared to try to kiss her on the lips twice. Marceline shook her head to reject it, though she didn't seem to be uncomfortable as they continued dancing after she laughed it off after some time. Marceline decided to leave the dance floor, but as she walked away, Kodak again touched the butt. This time, Marceline responded by playfully eating her son on his back, clearly not having the mother-son interaction. The person who uploaded the video captioned it, "Nah, Kodak violating his own mama's cheeks is wild. What in the Z? You know the rest. Is this your Florida brothers? Some sick sickos. Repent." What do you guys think?
Why's your face like that?
For me,
I'm
for
so
me.
irritated.
Let me get straight to. No, don't be.
I shouldn't be
Don't
irritated.
be. Now, see.
Okay.
I'm the last child, right? I have a very, very, very affectionate relationship with my mother.
Okay.
I've spoken to my mother twice this morning already.
All right.
Do you understand? And anytime I see my mom, the first thing we do, I grab her cheeks and
Which cheeks? Which of the cheeks?
her face cheek.
all
And then
right.
I
I
kiss her
wanna
on
be
the
sure.
lip.
Okay.
Like,
Okay, yeah.
I miss you, mom, in front of my dad. I'm the last child. I squeeze her. But of course, I would never violate her by going to the extent of touching her body parts. But you see that kiss on the lip? I see no reason with it. So if she didn't have a problem with him squeezing her butt cheeks, and then he now has a problem with her kissing him on the lip, I feel like that's where the problem really is for me.
First of all, she didn't have a problem with him squeezing her butt cheeks. Now that is a problem. So there are two problems in one problem. Him squeezing her butt cheeks and her not having a problem with her son squeezing her butt cheeks.
I
Like,
wouldn't do that to my mother.
this is cringe. Like, I was like, what? No matter how affectionate, no matter how close, how whatever you are with your mom, there's a line. There's actually a line. There's even a stage that you get, like, there's an age you get to that you can't even be naked in front of your mom. As a man, not, okay, as a woman, it's fine. I mean, you're the same sex. As a man, there are some things you have to draw the line. Like, it's quite weird. And I think we have to question her. Because it's
question him.
Question him, but her, she's the
Her
older
mom,
one.
her
She's the
mom.
older one. She's supposed to have
Her
more
mom,
authority
it's her
over
responsibility.
her son.
And
So
you see, the thing is,
quite irresponsible,
Kodak has
though.
always been known to be, no offense, but like a weird boy.
Right.
You know, in terms of sometimes people even question his mental state, like whether he's okay. He responds in the most outrageous ways. He does a lot of things that don't really make sense, even for a black thug guy. It was a bit questionable. So then for me, when I saw this, I could now see that his problem has begun from home. Because even if that's how they do it, that's not how you're supposed to do it.
Especially in public, like.
Even if he's
Even
at
if it's
home,
private.
even if it's at home, it's even more
Such a
cringe.
cringe.
Like, what are
I
you
thought it's even more
doing?
cringe.
What are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
But did you guys think maybe she knows that her child is on drugs and she just figure it's high? And then she just let it go.
I think a lot of it has to do with it. Even your mom said, the example that you gave, your siblings do that to your mom.
How? Which one? The kiss on the lip?
Yeah.
No, I'm the only
Exactly. So I feel like sometimes you know your child that this one, that's just how he is. And then, you know.
And knowing me, you know how affectionate I can be around friends too. You get, I'm the mushy type. I want to hug you. I want to squeeze you. It's your birthday. I want to lift you up. You get, like, I'm a very happy, goofy boy. Do you understand?
I know
so,
with the kiss on the lip, when it comes to opposite sex, even that is questionable. A lot of people argue that on Twitter. Do you remember when, what's this guy that you said? No, it's not you that said that. Victoria Beckham's husband, the footballer, David Beckham.
Yeah.
David Beckham was kissing his daughter on the lip, and people went crazy because she's 9 years old, and people were like, "Why would you kiss your daughter on the lip?"
Nonsense.
I know that.
Why wouldn't I kiss my daughter on the lip?
Exactly. My point is that even that in itself, the people question it and stuff. But then, yeah, exactly. Touching. So for me, I feel like that one is arguable in terms of like, if you guys are okay with that in your household, and it's a platonic kiss. It's not like there's no people making out and stuff like that.
No,
you get what I mean?
Me and my mama they do French kiss. I don't understand.
No, I'm not talking to you. What's it called? Even when they're, because even like if you think about it, even culturally, there's some cities that kiss on their lip and stuff. So for me, when it's just a peck on the lip and stuff, fine. I personally am okay with it. I would not kiss my mom like that, and I don't think I will allow my children to be kissing me like that. Even once they stop being babies, I can carry them like this. You're not kissing me anymore. I'm sorry, but when I see it, I'm okay with it and stuff. But this one, grabbing the butt in no culture, in no context, is not sexual. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like every context you think about grabbing somebody's butt is sexual. Do you get what I mean? So like especially a female's butt. And so I find this really inappropriate, and I'm with the people that are against it. But I would say though that I think we still need to be. I don't know, maybe because I just feel like this boy is a bit mentally unstable. I just feel like we need to still do it in love, because there's a lot that people are saying on social media. Like the dragging is a bit much, and like they are throwing a lot of like
tantrum.
Yeah, and people are saying now they're building super stories on it that he could be sleeping with his. I don't think that's the case. I just think he's just silly.
I think he's just a mommy's boy.
Yeah, and he's silly. He's a very silly boy. Like
the
mom is obviously very silly. Yeah. Anyway, Sha. All right.
That kind of life, D. Anyways, let's move on to the next story, and this one is on Big Brother Naija star Khloe, who has stated that only poverty will make people detest or say they can't embark on cosmetic surgery. Khloe made this statement during an interview with the Dada Boy show, which is Ease, of course, where she disclosed that she made up her mind to undergo the surgery in less than 2 weeks and did it in less than 2 weeks. Also, according to her, ladies ought to be proud of their bodies, and women should do all it takes to achieve their dream bodies. She also disclosed that her confidence level has heightened ever since she went under the knife in the Somme. She stated that it's only poverty that will make people not undergo cosmetic surgeries. What you guys think? Making sense or not?
Should I go?
Not making sense.
As in, what do you even mean by poverty?
I feel like
this makes sense to me.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me, because you should allow everyone to decide. You have decided to undergo cosmetic surgery. Okay, fine and good. You're rich and you have the money. Why are you now imposing your decision on other people? So because I don't want to have cosmetic surgery, that means I'm poor. I don't think that's right. I think everyone should allow everybody to make their decisions and move on. Like, there are many rich people that that have bodies that are not so fantastic. Do you understand? Some of them don't even hate the gym. They like their body. Like I see DJ Copy.
First of all,
DJ Copy loves her body. She has money.
Let's not limit cosmetic surgery to just bombomo. Let's not do that.
The body,
let's not limit that, because if you now add face and Botox, you see that the number gets smaller. So for me, where there is sense is that the statement that she made that the only reason why you wouldn't do surgery is because of poverty is wrong.
Of course.
But I do think that when you don't have the option, when you cannot, then you shouldn't really. How do I explain it? I think poverty, or let me not say poverty, but brokenness gives you a false humility. Like when you don't have the money, you're very content in what you have, because your brain cannot even fathom things that you cannot afford. Do you know what I'm trying to say now? Now I don't have, a chef cooking for me, and I don't have a spa, whatever. But it could be that maybe one day when I have the money, all of a sudden I cannot do without those things. And right now I can do without them because I cannot afford them. So in my opinion, anyone who doesn't have the money to do plastic surgery, I think, does not have the equipped information to make that decision, because you cannot afford it anyway.
Anyways.
Bam.
No. What are you looking for the information?
Exactly. Until then, now you have that money, and then you've now said that, I can do whatever I want, and I'm still very content with that. Then sure, because I know, baby girl, brokenness gives me humility that I know that I don't really have. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest.
There are times that you want to eat a certain thing, but you know what your account balance is saying. It's just your mom. think I do this one.
And also because of your account balance, you also have to have contentment. So you can be truly content in that body, but that does not mean that is your true. That's what they always say that. Yes, that's what you always say that until you have money, you don't really know somebody's true what's it called? True intentions or true character or stuff like that.
I have two sayings.
Okay. Let me. Okay.
No,
okay. So the last thing I want to do, I want to say though, is that I'm very pro cosmetic surgery in general. So I truly believe that women and men, anybody, can do whatever it takes to get them more confidence. There's a lot of things about our bodies. It's just because Khloe is the one saying it and she did her bomb. So it sounds like nobody wants to take her seriously. But there's so many other kinds of cosmetic surgeries from people.
Not even surgeries. There's so many other things
cosmetic
that you will
enhancements. Let's put it that way. Even it's down to like wrinkles
lips,
or like your smile. Some people I know a friend that had a smile that all her gum was showing too much, and so she now puts stuff in her lip that when she smiles it reduces. No, hers was a bit like much and stuff. So then I've seen
people do dimples now.
That's weird, but that's a bit weird. But
yeah, people do dimples.
Yeah, I know people who do boobs because their chest is just very, very small and it doesn't even look good in clothes and things like that. So sometimes it's not just about I want to do big bum so that men can throw me to Dubai. Like sometimes it's really about that confidence.
The percentage that does it because men can fly them to Dubai are more.
I would not agree. I think I agree. I don't agree. Let me tell you why. I think that's just a social media assumption.
In Nigeria.
Because baby girl, that's just a social media assumption. The people who come out on social media are like that. Do you know how many wives in Lekki? Do you know how many mothers in their 40s, 50s, 60s that do surgeries because they don't come out on social media? So let's not use the Khloes and the whoever's as a distraction to say that we have the right figures. There's quite a lot of people that are doing surgery that
what do you say?
Are not
Let me ask you guys a question.
Okay.
I lost my train of thoughts when you stopped me on the other one, but now there's another question that I brewed. Would you guys stay with a man who feels like he needs a manhood enlargement process for him to?
For him?
As in his thing is small.
It's not like he's small.
He just
wants it bigger.
Go ahead, sir. He wants it, innit?
And you want it to?
No, it's something that'll make him happy.
Why not?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
How about you?
Me? I mean, if it wasn't small, we're good. But if you want it bigger...
If that's what's going to give him that much confidence.
I mean...
Sure, and bigger helps my life.
Yeah. So win-win.
How much